Hi everyone, I'm Bang Mohammed Faris M, and for today I'm gonna talk about globalization and its critical challenges. Lesson 1: Globalization and Pluralism, New Challenges and Ethics. Intended learning outcomes. At the end of this discussion, students know the meaning of globalization, identify the moral challenges that globalization brings. Introduction. This lesson is devoted to a discussion on the meaning of globalization, the moral challenges that globalization brings, global ethics, and environmental ethics. It also presents global issues that require ethical consideration. Activity. This should be your activity if we are in face-to-face reporting. But in this is a screen recorded report, so let's skip this first. Globalization defined. Globalization means the erosion of national boundaries and the reduced significance of national government. Suter K. 2006. It is moving from a world with borders to a world without. Nation states will remain in existence, but they have to work together with other centers of power such as transnational corporation, intergovernment organization like the United Nations, and non-governmental organizations such as environmental movements. John Scalzi, 2005, an expert in globalization, gave five different interpretations of globalization, namely internationalization, liberalization, universalization, modernization, or westernization, and lastly, deterritorialization. The term globalization refers to the increasing interdependence of economics, culture, in the population throughout the world as a result of technology, cross-border trade in goods and services, and flows of capital, labor, and information. So first, internationalization refers to cross-border relation between countries. These relations include trade, finance, communication, which create international interdependence among nations and people. Designing a product so the example is designing a product so that it may be easily eaten in other nations is known as internationalization. Companies who want to reach outside their native market and into other countries, realizing that consumers there may have different interests or habit. Second, liberalization. Focus on open borderless world economy, trade and foreign exchange, as well as the travel barriers are abolished and reduced, making it possible to participate in the world as a whole. Governmental constraints are being loosed through liberalization. Liberalization is most frequently used as an economic phrase, despite occasionally being connected to the easing of rules governing social issues like abortion and divorce. It specifically refers to the easing of constraint on money in international trade. Third, universalization refers to the various ways in which a synthesis of culture has taken place. It is etc., such as having common calendar and shared common technology. Both process of homogeneity towards the ideal of universal oneness and due to the premise of the universality are involved in universalization. In reality, universalization functions as a unification. Fourth, modernization or westernization refers to the ways that social structures of modernity, capitalism, science, movies, music have spread throughout the world. Modernization is the process of advancing any nation's economy, technology advancement, and infrastructure, and the westernization consists in infrastructure Infrastructure and technology is referred to as westernization. The utilization of science increased with modernization. Lastly, the, the territorialization means that in a highly globalized world, social space is no longer wholly mapped in terms of territorial places and borders. Corporation and non-government organizations transcend local geographic constraint. The territorialization is the process through which the present structure and context of a social connection known as a territory are changed, deformed, or destroyed. In the other word, globalization is the worldwide movement toward economic, financial trade, and communication, interconnection, interdependence, interaction, and integration. It is the integration of national economics through trade, investment, capital flow, labor migration, and technology. Removal of barriers between national economics to encourage the flow of goods, services, capital, and labor. And that will be all. Thank you.